Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today I'm going to do a talk through of what I'm going to do for day of Arafah. So this is going to be my second year of doing Dhul-Hijjah seriously. So I've learned a lot from last year, and this year I've come up with a plan to come up with a proper, more comprehensive dua, if you may say. So last year what I did for dua of Arafah was I already had like a bunch of duas that I already drafted in my notes. So whenever people go for Umrah, people told me that they're going for Umrah or they're going for Hajj, I would have like drafted like all the things that I wanted at the time. And for last year day of Arafah, I kind of like pull it all together and make it like a little short paragraph. When I read it back a few days ago, I just realized that it was sounded as if I wasn't sure what I really wanted. I kind of make it so super open-ended and super vague. I didn't ask for specific things, like I wasn't sure what's the next year going to be like. I did ask for one thing quite specific and I got it, and alhamdulillah. So I think drawing from that dua and also the experience of getting my dua answered, I want to draft my dua, day of Arafah's dua, differently this time. I've got a page here, and then I'm going to be filling the next few pages with the duas. I think first of all it has to start with reflection. In order for you to move forward, you have to learn from your past. That's just how I do things in my everyday life. Reflection is key to my growth, to my processing, to me understanding, and also for self-improvement. What had happened in last year, look back at the dua that I made last year and what I can add on or improvise, and anything else that will fit into my goals for the future. Two is obviously have a goal, and this goal may be quite loose or doesn't have to be very specific. I try to keep it like, through the process of reflection, I realized that right in the last year I've realized that certain habits of mine or certain things that I want to achieve, certain things that I want to do and contribute for the future, and the tools that I need that I wish Allah will grant me, that will be in my dua. Look back in your past, learn from any shortcomings, bad habits that you can improve, and then you're like imagining the future and start drafting like, right, in order for me to reach a certain goal, I need this, I need this, I need this. So that will be in your dua. And what is it that you need? I feel like this can be subdivided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe about 8 items. So number 1 is Iman and Quran. So basically like faith, my spirituality, my connection with Salah, my Quran habit, my fasting, my zikr. So all is dumped under that heading. I'll dedicate a page that I'll just sort down what is it that I wish to achieve in the next 12 months. Maybe obviously wishing for Hajj. I don't know, like I can't think of anything right now, but then I know it was there somewhere in my brain just now, but then I need to put it down, and there's a problem. I need to write things down. I don't know how people do so spontaneous. I'm the kind who needs to write things down. Number 2, in order for me to have good spirituality, I need to have good physical body, good physics, good body, and that comes under health. So I've been quite ill quite a lot in the first 3 months of 2024, and I think because it boils down to stress, and I've had sinusitis on and off for that first 4 months of the year. It wasn't very nice, and obviously I need to do all those things, and in order for me to be able to give more and then do more going for Hajj, I need wealth. Wealth can go under like, you know, your risk, your career, but I do subdivide that into career because I think I think of wealth as risk in terms of, you know, this is quite more broad, but you can subdivide it into wealth for in terms of my career progression. I have a few goals and for what I want to do, I think could be good for me, but I want to make dua that Allah make it easy for me or redirect me to a better direction. another subheading will be family and friends. I wish I could do for my parents, my siblings, and my in-laws. I have a few visions that I wish I would do. I wish I could do for the future, but I just need to write it down. Relationship, I think I put this more like broad, like relationship with people, strangers, and maybe not so close friends, like acquaintances. How I view human being in general, Muslim or non-Muslim. And then I have another subheading that I put it Ummah. I wish I could do more for the people of Palestine, or maybe in other parts of Africa like Congo and Sudan, which are not spoken about. People of Uyghur, I hope I'm saying that right. You know, all other people who are currently being oppressed. In a way, Allah will direct me to a source of knowledge of people that I can learn more about this, what is happening in their countries, and build more compassion for them, have more rooms, and build more resilience to be able to feel for them, and then make dua and do something for them, take actions for them, you know, because in the end it's not them really. Allah will fulfill their rights, but it's us that need to, you know, learn to detach ourselves from our own desires, and Allah is already taking care of them. It's us that need to let God in most, you know, in our everyday life. I have another like this one heading that I just put anything else. The first 7, it should cover all aspects of my life, but if in case I can send something else that I don't know which category that will fall under, I'll just put it under anything else. So those are the few things that I'm going to do differently for Day of Arafah. Number 1 is like I put all like what happened in the last 12 months, comparing my Dhul-Hijjah last year to Dhul-Hijjah this year, where am I in terms of my spiritual journey, reflect, and then set a goal, have a vision of how my future is going to be like in the next 12 months until I meet the Day of Arafah again, and all the things that I wish I could do, wish to have, and all that will be subdivided into these 8 headings that I mentioned before. I don't know if there's something that this is the best way to do it. I don't know. This is my second time doing Dhul-Hijjah this way, and maybe I'll learn something new in the next year, so I'll let you know. So with that, maybe I hope this benefit you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have a good day.